status no
incident took
longer
place
active.
around 4 a.m. Viewers of the stream from around the world
You are now
informed police
entering
of
the
the home
safe
invasion.
area.
Thankfully, both Satchling and Sunspan were
Warning.
not harmed
You
during
are
the robbery.
exiting the safe area.
Due to the many calls from viewers, police quickly arrived at the home and arrested
I'm sending
both
you a
suspects.
location. Reach it and
It
your
later
manhunt
turned
will
out
be
that
cleared.
The couple were not the original intended targets of the robbery. It is unclear whether they found and arrested the other robber. Satchling has uploaded a video describing the incident in detail. You can find the link in the description. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, and if you haven't already, then please subscribe. Five shocking moments caught on Twitch, Part 2. Jessica J, a Twitch streamer from Portland, Oregon, was streaming in May 2016 when a fire broke out just outside her house. Here's the moment she found out.
Oh my god, there is a huge fire. Holy shit, oh my god. Are we gonna be okay right here? Oh my god, you guys! Holy crap! Look the window! Holy crap! Oh my god! I told you to the crash screen, now I'm at the street so that's out! Oh my god, it's freezing! Like that is a fucking, that's like right next door. And now I'm freaking the fuck out because there's trees like seriously like right here. Guys, I'm about to go. This is fire. I don't know that. Okay, so I was totally streaming within my own world and come up and like beat on the door and I was telling you guys like it felt like a fucking trash can was burning and this house was like in flames and here is where I'm staying right here. I'm living right here.
Jessica came under fire, no pun intended here, apparently criticizing the fire department for their long response. However, she says she is thankful that they were able to put the fire out and has reassured her fans that everyone in her complex made it out okay, although some people are dealing with smoke damage, including Jessica herself. Formerly popular YouTube video gaming personality Philip Burnell, known as Darkside Phil online, the self-proclaimed king of hate, was caught in a sex scandal when on May 1st, 2016, as he was preparing to live stream a playthrough of a game, he was caught in the act of masturbating. Philip didn't realize his camera was on and that he was streaming live to his viewers.
Alert. Friendly division agent is down.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Warning.
Fans who previously supported Burnell, but stopped due to his narcissistic and hypocritical behavior as he became more and more famous, were even photoshopping and creating their own
Call
memes.
has been activated for a
Burnell
nearby
himself
agent.
actually reacted positively to the scandal and even referred to
Confirmed.
the memes on
Rogue
his Twitter.
status no longer active.
In the summer of 2015, popular Twitch streamer and YouTuber Leah May, also known as Legendary Leah, attended DreamHack, the world's largest digital festival, where she live streamed on Twitch in front of a live audience. Leah decided to play a bit of blackjack in the hopes of winning some easy cash. However, things didn't quite go as planned.
Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All of our work, all of our hard work, instead of about 5K. Here it goes. All of our hard work. Where's the stuff to come from? It's okay. It's okay. Hold on. Oh my god. Great, she'll get a low card.
Hostiles moving out of proximity.
Oh, psych!
Contamination levels
Psych!
lowering to acceptable
Psych!
levels.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I don't know! Do we double down? She's got a jack! She's got a jack! That's $10,000! I don't know. I don't know! It's gonna be a $10,000 bet. I don't know. I don't know. Fuck! 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 I don't know! Oh my god! I'm gonna hit everyone. Oh my god. That is so not the card that we wanted! No, it's like literally the opposite! Oh my god! No! No! What? Oh, no. That would have been done. Ouch! 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 I need a donut.
If you want to clear your manhunt, reach the coordinates I'm sending you.
In a horrific case, a Twitch user who goes by the alias JoeDaddy505 was allegedly heard abusing his girlfriend. The intoxicated JoeDaddy505 left his camera on after streaming a game and was heard calling his girlfriend a derogatory name under the sun while she screamed and cried and begged for help. Many commenters on YouTube and Reddit are speculating that his girlfriend was also being sexually assaulted. People are now baying for blood and want justice for this poor girl, with several people on the internet offering to find JoeDaddy505 and teach him a lesson. The audio is very disturbing, so we'll only play a part of it.
Bro. You can't hear me?
No, I'm saying I'm recording it.
Chopper is inbound.
JoeDaddy's Twitch account has since been closed due to terms of service violations. Jacob Shigelski, aka Lothar HS, is a former Swedish World of Warcraft TCG pro player, and now primarily plays the game Hearthstone. During one of his Twitch streams in January 2016, Jacob informed his viewers that he began to feel strange and that he started hallucinating. Viewers were shocked when Lothar then appeared to have a seizure live on Twitch.
Holy shit.
Commencing package extraction.
Lothar's girlfriend heard the noise and quickly ran into the room he was in and called emergency services. Thankfully, Lothar made a full recovery while in the hospital and is now okay. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to see more like this.
I want it back.
But please do not.
Where does that put about?
About your shit. Yeah, I understand. Go ahead.
It's not gun. It's that back.
No, hold on. Honey, cocaine. I swear to God, I heard that. I'll play the song right now. She just asked me for the cocaine. I will play the song right now.
Rogue agent down.
Oh, shit! No.
Where did you find the boot?
Right here.
Truck drivers and motorists and passenger cars and vans get booted.
What tire did he boot?
It was the left rear.
Tires and wheels immobilized by this man, James Chard, an alleged thief running MC Parking. Preys on vehicles parked in strip malls and other lots with no official contractor permission to boot them. You're in the store for about 20 minutes?
Yes.
Next thing you know, the car's got a big yellow boot on it.
Yes.
LaToya Forrester, a stroke got booted in Joliet while parked in a strip mall spot reserved for drivers with disabilities. You're the victim of a scam.
Yes. Yes.
Victims say Chard demands cash on the spot.
James, I'm Dave Savini from Channel 2. There are allegations that you've been booting people all across the Chicago area. You did this to a
Attention.
woman with a disability.
Leaving dark zone.
What kind of person does that?
You want to see this
to anyone, let alone someone who's got a disability?
Obviously, a person that has no conscience.
They claim that you're preying on people. What do you have to say about this?
Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only.
How much did he want to get that boot on?
Backup activated. System rebooted.
Jamari Stewart says Chard is a con man who needs to be imprisoned, claiming Chard hung signs up after Stewart parked and walked away from his rig.
And if I didn't give it to him, he was gonna tow it, and it was gonna be $2,000. $1,000 for the tow, and $1,000 for the boot. This is wrong.
Lansing police agreed, and during our CBS 2 investigation, they arrested Chard on multiple felonies. Said he hung signs in lots he had no right to. Police confiscated his signs, receipts, and booting devices.
So we're gonna start right over here, is that right?
Yes. 21.2 pounds.
That's the brick right here.
Alert.
Okay.
Member of your team has disavowed division
I'm gonna break
affiliation.
that concrete
The
slab
team will
with
be
that
marked
glass
rogue.
without breaking the glass.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. That's incredible. Wait, to be honest, I actually felt these bricks. These are real bricks. I mean, there's no joke. Oh, whoa, whoa! Wow! Guns.
Gun! How the hell did you do that?
Okay.
Did she inform you that she had family in another part of Ohio?
She did not provide me with that information, no.
She's never provided with you. Excuse me, hopes. Your Honor, excuse me for a second. We need
We're going to take a break, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll please step out. The record should reflect that the defendant is slouching over to the side and acts like he's sleeping. His breath appears to be quite normal. Doesn't appear to be labored in any way. Is that a fair assessment, sir?
Yes,
It's not
ma'am.
labored in any manner.
Yes, Your Honor.
Does he appear to be doing anything to you other than sitting in that chair?
No, Your Honor.
Oh, a remarkable change. Thank you. Anything, Mr. Thompson? Mr. Wilkins, do you have any questions for this witness, sir? Mr. Wilkins, as I advised you yesterday, sir, your disruptive behavior was challenging your ability to continue to represent yourself. You've been checked out by trained deputies who are medics. You've been checked out by a registered nurse as well as an emergency medical technician, all of whom indicate that there is nothing physically wrong with you, nor any reason why you couldn't continue here, sir. As I told you, sir, your constitutional right to represent yourself is not a license to abuse the dignity of the courtroom. Neither is it a license not to comply with the rules of procedure, the substantive rules, and it sounds like you're doing exactly what the witness indicated, Mr. Creedmoor indicated you said you would do, which was to make some effort to point in this trial. But as I advised you, sir, and as the case law is very clear about, your behavior will not cause a mistrial. It certainly may have an effect on the jury.
If you've ever lost something at an airport, you probably wondered where that digital camera or iPod really ended up. Well, tonight, we've got a sting operation that could bring you some answers. Sometimes your favorite shiny toys can end up in the homes of people who screen your baggage, the TSA officers at the security gate.
This $600 iPad belonging to ABC News was left behind on purpose and then disappeared. ABC News tape shows it was last seen at the airport in the hands of this TSA officer, Andy Ramirez. And then, several hours later, we were able to track our iPad using its Find Me app as it moved away from the airport, step by step, until it stopped at an address 30 miles away in Claremont, Florida, the home of the same TSA officer last seen with our iPad. 2 weeks later, we showed up to get it back from TSA officer Ramirez.
Brian Ross from ABC. I don't know if you can give me a hand here. We're looking for a missing iPad. Missing iPad? Yeah. Okay. And the tracking device shows it's located right here at this address. Okay. Is it here? No, sir.
But as you will see, that would turn out to be not true.
Did you take it? No, sir. You did not take it, sir.
But shortly after we set off an audible alarm on the missing iPad, Ramirez produced it.
Confirmed. Rogue status no longer active.
This TSA uniform now off, Ramirez said it was his wife who had taken the iPad, not him.
Come on in, sir. No, I don't want to come inside. I want you to explain how this iPad left at a TSA screening station ended up in your house.
My wife, I'm so embarrassed.
Your wife?
My wife says she got the iPad.
You know, that can't be true because the last time we saw it was in your hands.
Ramirez was fired by the TSA late yesterday. It says it has a zero-tolerance policy for stealing from passengers.
It is heartbreaking, a situation that thousands of parents find themselves in every year. Their child is missing. Grief-stricken parents will turn to just about anyone, even so-called psychic detectives. So Lisa Guerrero and the Ice Club put some prominent psychic detectives to the test. Are they selling false hope? Can we tell her that I love her? That I miss her? A tearful plea from the mother of a missing teen.
John and Joanne Lowitzer have been searching for their 17-year-old daughter, Allie, since she vanished last year.
What do you think happened?
But when the case made national news, the Houston parents say they became inundated with calls from so-called psychic detectives. They say some even showed up at their front door, promising their psychic visions could help bring Allie home. Mark Klass, whose daughter Polly was abducted and killed more than 20 years ago, warns families to avoid psychics, saying they prey on the desperate.
They descend like vultures.
And send police on one wild goose chase after another. So we decided to see what would happen when we asked a psychic detective to help solve a missing persons case. Posing as the distraught brother of a missing child, we sent our producer, Charlie McElroy, to meet with Lori McQuarrie.
Hi, how are you?
We showed her a photo of this missing girl, and she agreed to take the case for $400. But what Lori didn't know was that the photo our producer gave her was actually a child assaulted.
I think she was hit in the head.
But her visions didn't end there.
Go to the indicated location and then on to clear your manhunt.
She even said she could help bring her body home. The next day, McCleary sat down for an interview with me to talk about the work of psychic detectives.
I just had a gentleman in yesterday. 30 years ago, his sister disappeared.
She soon began talking about a recent case, but clearly her psychic abilities didn't tell her that I was the girl in the picture.
One of the first things I do in a case is I always make sure people know that if I feel the person is living or not.
You'll always know when you talk to a family member and you start a case, you know if this person is dead or alive.
And that's the point.
But apparently her psychic abilities didn't see this coming.
Gloria, I'm going to show you something. Okay. This girl looks familiar. Yeah, she does. This is a girl who you said was beaten and killed. Okay. This one is unique. You told somebody that she's died. You didn't disappear? I'm right here. Well, that's interesting, isn't it?
How do you explain being completely wrong?
Explain it. I can't explain it.
You're charging me hundreds of dollars.
You know what?
Hundreds of dollars. You're taking advantage of desperate people with a bunch of hocus pocus, aren't you?
No. Thank you. It's been an interesting experience. You all have a lovely, lovely dinner.
Chi flows throughout the body. Without it, you don't function. And it's a radio wave.
Science can't find Chi. It doesn't exist as far as science can tell.
And he's able to drop just about anyone using applications of pressure to certain points along the body.
He's probably right here. Okay? Pressure point knockouts are the easiest way to put a person down. I can put the largest person that you can find in the world, and I've done this, with that finger. I can put him on the floor.
Dillman claims to have adapted this technique to where he can knock a person out without having to touch them.
Use chi energy out of this hand, and we're going to affect up on the head at the third eye. Snap, couple. Back, back, back.